As long as we find the underground river, we might just shoot a survival show. 2 fell into the swift underground river as if on a water slide, with copper mines splashing and the base's helicopter like an unwanted aerial stuntman. I asked Dickens to stop, with the investor asking angrily, "Is this your plan?" The situation seemed to prompt a swift exit. Dickens grabbed the hammer, thinking, "Just let you all shut up." As the helicopter circled, he obediently parked the car, almost saying, "Look how well Sir and Little May successfully rushed from the underground river to the big river, while Dickens calmly awaited the countdown, sporting a mysterious grin. The underground nuclear bomb suddenly became noisy, and the ground nearby seemed as if it was throwing a shaky party. If enough copper lies beneath, it'll become a giant copper-fired toy, sending shockwaves and EM waves miles to the base's sound contest." The helicopter in mid-air seemed to be under a spell, wildly flying around in chaos. The ground chopper panicked, fled hastily, while Dickens faced an aerial Waterloo. Although this was not the original plan, Dickens had acquired the skill of adapting to circumstances on the battlefield. He brushed the investor aside and carried on with his grand production. Dickens was secretly worried. "Looks like we're about to get the show on the road." So, after the shockwaves, the area was safe, and Sir comforted Little May. The butterflies are beyond safe. Sir guessed Dickens would take the water route, so they swam along and saw a distant, welcoming party. Sure enough, Dickens showed up as expected, and to thwart his plans, the 2 survivors resolved to act. Once the Nuke's on board, the 2 sailors can sail fast, but the enemy always steals the show. In crisis, Sir dived underwater as Little May hid like the Invisible Woman in a boat corner. As they prepared to save, an accident happened as Sir surfaced and Little May boarded Dickens' boat. The Pentagon finally found the traitor was Dickens, not Sir, who hadn't been promoted in 20 years. The ultimate twist arrived. At this moment, the second nuke starts its countdown. If not there, survivors will see an explosion news. Just then, good news came. Captain Sir was found, while Little May played hermit in the boat's corner. When she got ashore, she was spotted by Dickens' crew and closely followed the known enemy. Arriving at the command center, the base found a suspicious truck, like spotting an alien spaceship. Based on his knowledge of Dickens, Sir confidently predicted that the nuke would never be on the truck. Sir took the initiative to end this kidnapping comedy and resolutely supported the ordinary girl, Little May. At this moment, Little May closely followed as everyone on the train wore expectant smiles, preparing for his support. Spotting a seemingly sophisticated doctor, Little May thought, "This doc could be my reality show." Unfortunately, Little May was too careless. The glasses guy jumped and tackled her. He told Little May, "You are not just an ordinary geek. You were once a SEAL team member." Just when he was about to finish off Little May, the glasses guy met his demise for talking too much. As Little May was taken outside, she just happened to see Sir, thinking, "Isn't this an absurd plot twist?" He locked onto everyone on the train, like he was playing Last Man Standing, and then the battle began. Sir jumped onto the train like a game character and prioritized saving Little May. Unexpectedly, only 1 helicopter was sent for such a big battle, and Mr. Kin and Little May sparked romance. At this point, Dickens ruthlessly started the new countdown, like a game's do or die. From the helicopter, he dealt with enemy after enemy, making them too scared to show their faces, as if the whole place went silent. At this moment, the train was about to enter the tunnel, and the colonel and the enemy were in a hot exchange of... Unfortunately, the colonel high up was shot, and the helicopter went wild after the train entered the tunnel. Soon after, they crashed into the tunnel, exploding like sparks flying everywhere. Sir and the enemy continued to fight, the 2 hiding beside the train, planning for a rematch. Sir figured the enemy was gearing up to fly the helicopter, so he decided to make his move, not letting the core fuel leak. At this point, they were trapped, needing to shut down the nuke immediately, or they'd face a split-second oblivion. Sir told Little May to separate the head from the cargo, preparing for the final act. Meanwhile, Dickens set the nuke to explode in 5 minutes, like he was playing a timed bomb game. His lackers got furious because, unlike Dickens, their reward wasn't just money, it was the twist of love. And just like that, the enemies perish, leaving only Dickens, the mastermind behind it all. In the cramped cargo hold, Dickens faced off against his former colleague in a showdown. Dickens emptied his gun and, wavering, pressed the button, and it's all over. Sear was forced to drop his gun while Dickens readied for a life or death showdown, like staging an ultimate duel. Everyone knew the showdown was different. The Seer, who used to go easy, was now out for the comeback. Hey, if you enjoyed this segment, don't forget to subscribe.